Hey guys, I'm here today with a review of the Diorskin Nude Air Luminizer. And I got this product in the shade 01. As you can see, it's really gorgeous. I want to preface this video really quickly. There has been construction going on in my house for the past week. It is nonstop, it's very loud and noisy here. I never know when loud banging is going to happen, or vacuums, or men coming in and out of my shot, but I really wanted to get this video up, so just keep that in mind. You might hear some weird shit going on. I think that there is a lot of good drugstore makeup. I want to first start off by saying that I think that my Maybelline Fit Me concealer is one of my favorite concealers of all time. I think that a lot of the mascaras at the drugstore are so gorgeous, but it can be difficult to find a highlight at the drugstore that actually looks refined. Now, there has been a lot more highlights at the drugstore that look very beautiful and metallic, and that is kind of the look that a lot of people like going when they wear highlights. But I think that Sephora and Ulta and a lot of other stores, they just offer highlights that are a little bit more refined and a little bit less chunky. So when I bought the Diorskin highlight, I was hoping to achieve a more refined but still noticeable highlight, and I think that this definitely achieves that. It's a really wonderful balance. The highlight in general, the color is really pretty for fair and medium skin tones. There's the swatch for you. It's like a gold champagne with a little bit of a pink to it, so it blends into the skin really beautifully. It is very reflective, but if you look very closely at the skin, your texture on your cheeks isn't overly exaggerated. And that is something that I also really love about higher end highlights. I think it can be hard to find a highlight that does not make your cheekbones look really dry or textured or old. I mean, really, highlights can age you if you don't use the right one. And this one, I think, is really beautiful. The powder is so finely milled, and the shimmer is barely noticeable as actual glitter. It definitely looks like a shine, but it isn't so textured and chunky and glittery on the cheeks. And I mean, that's kind of what I was expecting from Dior, something that was a beautiful glow but not too chunky. But because it is from Dior, it is very expensive. I honestly think there are other options. There are other highlights that can give you a refined look without you spending a lot of money. $50 is a lot for a highlight. If this lasted a very long time on me, I think I would like it even more. But this highlight only lasts about 3 hours on me, which is definitely a bummer about it. When I use a makeup brush with a bit of setting spray, it can go a little bit longer, but this highlight isn't going to last you 8 hours. It's just not one of those products. And that kind of sucks since you're spending so much money on the product itself. Now, in general, I think it can be hard for a highlight that isn't so chunky to last a really long time, because when products is a little bit more chunky and glittery, I find that they just last longer on me. Granted, it lasts a longer time, but it looks worse. So overall, as a whole, I really do enjoy the product. Now, I sometimes use my e.l.f. small tapered brush with it, but actually recently I've been finding that using my finger for highlights can actually look better and can give you a glow in the places you want it, but doesn't shear it out all over the cheekbone, because I think that can definitely happen with this product. And I prefer using my finger and then blending it out with a brush after that, so you can really control where you want to put the product. I think if you want to splurge for yourself and get yourself a really luxe, refined, beautiful highlight, I think that you should definitely get this. But keep in mind, it's not going to last a very long time, and it also is very expensive. The color itself is pretty original. I don't have another highlight in this color, which is probably the reason why I go to this highlight for very specific looks. And I think it really blends into the skin well. Unfortunately, because it only lasts a short amount of time on my skin, and I have dry skin, so typically makeup lasts a little bit longer on my skin. But because it doesn't last as long as I would like, I tend to go for other highlights that I know will last a little bit longer. If you guys have any other questions about the Diorskin Luminizer, please leave them in the comments below and I will get back to you. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video.